Hey, everyone. We are live. If you can hear me, type hello in the chat box and tell me where you're tuning in from tonight. Wow, we have got a full house tonight. This room is packed. Welcome, everyone. My name is Emmy Nelson, and today I'm going to show you how to get rich in 2018 with e-commerce, doing things differently. So this is not going to be your usual build a Shopify store, run Facebook ads kind of training. What you're going to learn today is an e-commerce strategy that quadrupled my sales in less than a month after I applied it to my business. My sales took off, jumping from $120 to $3,000 per day, and that happened literally overnight, guys. Today, I'm going to break down the entire system for you. This is going to be a value-packed webinar for everybody today. I'm going to be sharing lots of stuff that you'll probably be hearing and seeing for the first time, so get excited and don't forget to let me know where you're tuning in from in the chat box. It's going to be a fun webinar today. Jeremy from Austin. How are you doing, Jeremy? Mike from Vegas. Devin from Philadelphia. Ivan from California. Ivan, how is the weather over there, my friend? Jennifer from San Diego. Elias from San Diego. Aubrey from France. Wow, awesome. Aubrey, which part of France are you tuning in from? Last time I was in Paris, I was totally wowed. Such a beautiful place. Jellar from Denver. Skylar from Detroit. Jesse from Canada. Jose from Mexico. Sophia from South Africa. Amazing. We've got people tuning in from all over the world. This workshop is going to be a blast. William from Washington, Chloe from Detroit, Justin from Seattle, Xavier from Puerto Rico. If I continue shouting out to everyone here tonight, we'll be here till midnight. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. I'm so glad to have you here with me today. First, I'm going to ask you a question because I want to know where everyone is right now with their e-commerce business. If you're on this workshop and you own an e-commerce store, any kind of store at all, be it Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, WooCommerce, it doesn't matter. As far as you own an e-commerce business, type 1 in the chat box. And if you don't own any e-com store at all, then type 2 in the chat box. Let's go. Come on, let's go. I am so pumped right now, so let's keep up the pressure. Awesome. Lots of 1s and 2s. I think it's a split down the middle, guys. And that's very okay, because by the end of today's webinar, there are 2 things that will happen. 1, if you already own an e-commerce business, you'll learn from me the exact strategy you need to apply right now and have your sales take off today, not tomorrow. I'm talking about a single change that will bring you 5 to 10 times more ROI and have your store hitting $3,000 to $5,000 per day in sales. This strategy is raising dead stores and bringing them back to life, guys. When you see how it has transformed the lives of so many people, you will be blown away. And 2, if you don't already own an e-commerce business, that's even better, because now you're going to get access on one of the most proven e-commerce strategies that will crush it in 2018. You don't have to deal with the disappointment of building a store, spending tons of money on Facebook ads, and never making a sale, which is what is happening to lots and lots of people. So get your pen and paper ready. We're about to dig in. This training is going to be action-based. There's going to be lots of actual live demonstrations. I'm going to turn on my whiteboard, and I'll be doodling things for you while I explain, so you would want to be taking notes. So the question is, if the e-commerce opportunity is so limitless, why are lots of people failing? Why are you still struggling to break that income ceiling? Can anyone in this room tell me why they think they're not making a killing and hitting at least 1,000 per day consistently with e-commerce right now? Richard says, I don't have the right coach. Nathan says, I'm not getting targeted traffic. Adam, I don't know how to run Facebook ads for e-com. Blake, my store doesn't have enough reviews. Lots of different opinions. But guys, here's the truth. You can give yourself 1,000,001 reasons why you think you're not crushing it in e-commerce yet, but the real reason is very simple. You're still doing e-com the same way everybody did it 3 years ago. What used to work in 2015, 2014, 2016, and with every Tom, Dick, and Harry doing the same, it's like a dog-eat-dog competition. Right now, there are millions of marketers selling e-com products. In fact, Shopify alone has hundreds of thousands of vendors on the platform, not to talk of vendors on BigCommerce and WooCommerce, PrestaShop, and OpenCart platforms, etc. And with Facebook being the best source of buyer traffic for e-com products right now, everybody is launching their campaigns right there, creating massive competition and intense bidding wars on ad spaces. That's why your campaigns are flopping. If you want to break through to success this year, you have to stand out. You have to do things differently. I mean, log into your Facebook feed right away. What's the first thing you see? Lots of ads are flashing in your face. What do you think is happening? Everyone is trying to get everybody to buy something, right? And what do you think the users are doing? They're fast developing blindness and brute resistance to these ads because as a human, you could only take so much of every sleazy marketer trying to take a buck. Now, this is not to say don't use Facebook ads for your e-com stores. Far from that. Facebook ads, hands down, is the best source of traffic for e-com. But you have to know what you're doing to be successful. Your entire campaign, from the ads to the product pitch, must stand out from the rest. In fact, let me give you one tip. So even if you don't learn anything from me on this webinar today, learn this. Regardless of what you do in life, what kind of business you're into, to enjoy breakthrough success, you have to do things that others are not yet doing. You must always keep yourself one step ahead of the curve. Let me repeat it again. This is important. To enjoy breakthrough success, you have to do things that others are not yet doing. You must always keep yourself one step ahead of the curve. Take a look at Apple. Back in 2007, when Nokia and BlackBerry all had QWERTY, feeling like the kings, Apple sneaked right under their nose and built the first iPhone with multi-touch screen, changing the entire landscape of the smartphone market forever. So listen, if your e-com strategy is to still set up a Shopify store, add your product, run Facebook ads to it, please stop right now because you're being like Nokia. You need to advance. You need to move from QWERTY keyboards to multi-touch screen smartphones. Consumers are now much more tech savvy. They have more access to information. They've developed some sort of BS radar towards online ads. So you have to change your game to stay in the game. And that brings me to our training today. You're going to see a brand new method we just discovered for selling e-com products using viral stories that's working like crazy. In 2018, we're crushing 3,000, 5,000 per day with this method right now. And don't worry, you don't have to tear down your Shopify store or start from the beginning all over again. The method can be applied to your already existing e-commerce business. It just takes a few changes here and there. And even if you're a total beginner without maybe you don't even have a store yet, that's very good too. You can apply this to your very first e-com campaigns and be profitable right out the gate. No need to dabble with failure. So, is this new method worth your time? If making $128,000 in a month sounds good to you, then this is worth your time. Last month, we did almost $130,000 in sales selling different e-com products using stories. This week alone, I've generated $36,511 in sales. And I'm not the only one having success with this system. I started sharing this with a couple of my inner circle students. Show them how to leverage this viral story method to sell e-com products, and the results have been outstanding. One student, Jones, just attended one of my live trainings, like this one you're on right now, and one day later, he sent me this email. I could literally hear his screams through the email. He made his first ever sales in e-commerce after just one day of attending my workshop. I just got this email this morning while I was preparing for this webinar. Alexandra did $31K in sales in 2 weeks selling laptop accessories. In fact, he sold $18K of his AAB laptop cooling pads. 1 month ago, Alexandra didn't even know this opportunity existed. He's had his computer accessory store for 8 months now, but he's never been able to make more than $10,000 in a month until now. One of my mastermind members, who I first shared this with, is Mr. Rowan, an ex-vet. He just started marketing online last year, just about the same time he joined my mastermind group. He was still dabbling with YouTube SEO when I shared this opportunity with him. Now he's doing $90,000 a month with this method. Now, obviously, I'm not promising that right away. Many people don't even take action, and I hope to God you're not one of those. But if you take action on what I'll be sharing with you today, this is what's possible. So, who am I? My name is Emmy Nelson, a 7-figure software vendor and e-commerce marketer. You'll probably know me by all the amazing automation software I've developed and launched alongside my business partner, Precious, such as Facebook Ads Explorer, Mints app, Origin Builder, Reclick app, and right now we've got Inbox Gun, which is currently in beta and has cost us multiple 6 figures in development. Across all of these software platforms, I've been blessed enough to generate millions of dollars online and help tens of thousands of businesses worldwide automate their marketing and get more ROI. Now, when I first started out in e-commerce selling small kitchen appliances like these garlic pressers and vegetable chopper and vacuum sealer, etc., I built a very beautiful store, got everything properly dialed in, and then started running advertisements. By the end of my first month, I spent over $900 on Facebook ads and made only 2 sales worth $36. Yeah. So how crazy is that? A whole month, you spend over $900 in ads, and you make only 2 sales worth $36. It was a whole struggle trying to break even between my ad spend, product cost. What was left for me at the end of it? I know a lot of people on this call are probably going through the same thing now, where you feel like you're just wasting your time. It wasn't until the second month that the store started getting some consistent $100 and $200 per day sales, some odd $300 days. And believe me, those numbers were, very terrible. So how did I go from $300 a day to $100K in sales a month so fast? Well, a few months ago, I was just scrolling through my Facebook feed when I stumbled on an ad promoting a portable car tire inflator. But only that it wasn't a regular ad. That was the thing. At first, I thought it was a regular blog post being promoted on Facebook. It didn't look like a product ad at all. There wasn't even any mention of a portable car tire inflator or any call to action asking you to buy the product in the ad. The ad instead linked to a story. Just a story of some guy who went on a road trip on the Pacific Coast Highway, got stranded along the way when he accidentally drove into a pothole, bursting 2 of his tires. It took almost a whole day for him to get help. And guess what, guys? Before I knew it, I had willingly clicked on a link in the story that redirected me to Amazon, and I spent $29.92 on something I don't know that I will ever need. Oh, I even got an upsell of a digital tire gauge that made everything about $40. So now while I don't know if I will ever need them. I honestly don't. What I do know is that the story instantly created a need in me for a portable electric car tire inflator and somehow compelled me psychologically to go and buy this product so I won't be in the same position as the guy in the story. What's crazier is I didn't see it coming. One minute I was reading and this crazy story came up about a road trip. Next minute I was buying this stuff on Amazon. Now how crazy is that? And that's when I had my first light bulb moment. I could totally crush my e-com business with this. I mean, this is stealth selling at its best. Everyone was busy thinking this guy was sharing this story, but no, this guy was cleaning up. The ad had like 12,000 likes, 1,400 shares, and over 9,000 comments of people all sharing their own experience with having a flat tire. And I noticed the oldest comment in the ad was just 1 week ago. This guy had gone viral very fast. Lots of shares means lots of free buyers that you never have to pay for. I quickly hired a copywriter, paid her $650, and she wrote my first story on a product I was already selling. We went back and forth, did some corrections, and a week later, I published it and ran ads with an ad budget of $100 a day. Within an hour and only $1.80 in ad spend, I got my first sale. And then sales just started trickling in by the minutes. Like every other minute, I was getting a sale. My phone was blowing up with the sales notifications. I had to take screenshots because, man, I wanted to remember that day forever. And I like that sound. If something like this has ever happened to you, let me know in the chat box. A situation where your phone is blowing up with sales notifications and you just can't stop taking screenshots. Guys, that was the day everything changed in my e-commerce business. For the first time ever, my store cracked $1,000 in sales in a day. I generated over $1,400 in revenue that day. In fact, there's a real live case study of what happened that day for you. As you can see, we're spending $100 a day in ads for both of them. We kept each of the ads in different ad sets with the same audience targeting. The direct product ad got just 8 sales at $49 per sale. But take a look at this. The story ad is exploding. 22 sales from the same $100 ad spend. The difference is just very, very clear. Folks, this is night and day. The difference couldn't be any clearer. Selling physical products with stories is 10 times more profitable than the traditional method. If you own an e-commerce business and you're not using viral stories to sell your products, you're missing out on the biggest profit loophole since the e-com revolution. And there's a reason why these stories work 10 times better than regular product ads for selling e-com products. 1, human psychology. 2, Facebook, social media. And for the most part, the human mind plays a major role in selling with stories. I'm going to break it down for you so you fully understand it. Stories work so well for selling because of how the human mind is wired. It starts from when we were children. We were told lots of stories to help us relax, create a living fantasy within us. It's something that has been ingrained in us as a safe zone in our brains. Human beings enjoy being told stories, especially something that will connect with their existing experience. We love these stories, and they engage us. We love to know what happened to other people and learn from it. In fact, that's why we're always on social media browsing through our newsfeed, because we're looking to share in the day-to-day life and stories of our friends and strangers for that matter. People's brain over time have been wired to block off sales pitches, so the moment they see an ad for your product, it's like they automatically hit a snooze button. That's why most ads you run are failing and not making you any money. But through the power of stories, we're able to leverage and profit from it while the brain is busy focusing on enjoying the amazing story we've written. It doesn't even see the sales pitch coming. It's the same reason people spend money every weekend on the cinemas. The same reason a 2-hour movie will generate hundreds of millions of dollars overnight. Look at the movie Black Panther. Within a few weeks of its release, it grossed over $1 billion. Can you believe that? It's all about telling a powerful story that will take your audience through a journey. And I will tell you, my friends, Hollywood filmmakers are some of the greatest storytellers to ever walk the face of this earth. All they have to do is script a perfect story, and you'll happily give them millions of dollars for it. Bottom line, if you can tell a damn good story, you can sell anything. Now that's just one part. The second part that has allowed this e-commerce method to become very successful for us is social media. Facebook precisely. Facebook has always been about engagement and sharing stuff you love with your friends. And with all the recent updates where they're killing organic reach for business pages and business posts in favor of regular engaging content shared by ordinary people, there's no better time to sell your e-commerce products with a story than right now. Let's say you're on Facebook browsing and you see these two ads. The first ad says, "Get 20% off the Shaolin Plaster today. Say goodbye to joint pains. Only $85. Click here to buy while stock lasts." And the second ad says, "Meet my friend Rosenbaum. This man is 60 years old, but he's stronger than most people half his age. I've never heard him complain of joint pain. Yesterday, he finally shared with me how he's able to maintain a super healthy body at 60 and fight off joint pains without using pills. When you see the method he uses, you'll flip. Read this post to see how he does it." Which one are you going to click on? Obviously, you'll click on the second ad because that's the one that doesn't look like an ad. The one that looks like it's going to give you value and not try and take your money. And here's one more thing you need to know. A lot of people fail because they try to do too much with their ads. When it comes to e-commerce, a lot of people try to sell the product from their ads, and that is the wrong approach, though that seems like the most straightforward thing to do. But the reality is that on Facebook ads, the straight line is not always a straight line. There's a purpose to everything when it comes to running a successful e-commerce campaign. And every step of the process should only focus on getting you to the next step and not trying to do everything, which brings us to the reality that the purpose of an ad is to get a click. You have to look at everything in the broad spectrum of a funnel where each step has its core purpose. The core purpose of the ad is to get people to leave Facebook and see what you're offering. Then it's now the core purpose of your product page or store to convert that person from a visitor into a buyer or a customer. The big mistake lots of newbie marketers and even some advanced marketers are making is trying to bypass the funnel process with their ads by having their ads sell the product directly. You have to remember that Facebook is a social platform. So you've got to remember social context. Nobody wakes up in the morning and comes on a social platform with a credit card in hand and a goal to see your ad and buy your product. People get on Facebook as a social platform to connect with friends and share stuff. So if you want to be very successful with your campaigns, you have to run ads that don't necessarily look like an ad. You know, ads that are purely native in focus, focusing on getting the target audience to click because that is the core purpose. And that's why our strategy works so well. Because when you run these story ads, it doesn't really look like an ad to your audience. It looks like a social share giving them massive value, not some desperate dropshipper trying to sell them another cheaply made Chinese product. Now who's ready for a live demo? Woo! Okay. If you're ready for a big live reveal on how to set up these viral story funnels for your e-com stores that'll bring in those $3,000 and $5,000 paydays, type "I'm ready" in the chat box. This is the moment, guys. Let me know you're pumped up for this. Ava, Caleb, Dylan, Isaac, Gavin, Rose, Brandon, James, Michael, Emily, Kevin. Wow, guys. Wow. This is coming in like a flood. George, Jose, Chloe, Elizabeth, Aiden, Michael, David, William, Jaden, Luke, Evan, Ashley, Hannah, Sophia, Isabella. Wow. Wow. Wow, guys. You are all amazing. Lots of people hitting the chat box. I can't even keep up. Okay. I love when I do webinars with an energetic crowd like this. It keeps me pumped all the way through. Now let's dive into my drawing board here so I can paint a clearer picture for you guys on how to set up these powerful viral story funnels and absolutely crush your e-com business in 2018. There are two scenarios. Let's say you're selling this portable outdoor coffee maker. You run a regular product ad, spending, let's say, $40 per day to promote that product. After 2 days, your own gets, let's say, 5 to 10 likes. That's what you've accomplished with your $40 a day ad spend. No shares, and likely no comments or maybe one comment. Facebook says, this sucks. Our users don't like it. And they start to throttle your reach. Your clicks get less, costlier every single day. You can create an engaging story about one Michael Summers who loves camping and coffee and sharing, how he's able to go out and have the best of both worlds using a portable outdoor coffee maker. They run the viral ads and they spend $40 a day. And the ad goes kaboom! 150 reactions, 20 shares, 15 comments on the first day. Higher engagement. Facebook goes, oh, well, the users really like this. They make sure more of their users see this. Your reach is dramatically increased. The cost per click tumbles down, leading to more targeted visitors, resulting in more purchases at a stupidly low cost per sale. And with all the shares coming in, Carl shares it to his wall. Japhet shares it to his wall. Emma shares it to her wall. Guess what's happening? All their friends are seeing this, and it means more eyeballs are going to you for free. They bring you the traffic. Who doesn't want that, right? Honestly, is there anybody in this workshop that will say, no, I don't want more buyer traffic or free traffic. I'm not into that. Yeah, right. So Ricky says, hell yeah, I want more traffic like that. Of course you do. Okay, guys, let me know if you're making this is making sense to you. I've kind of sketched it out for you. Is this making sense? If it is, type 2 in the chat box if all this makes total sense to you right now. Awesome. Awesome. The 2s are beginning to pour in. Amazing, guys. And just as a side note here, before we move on, this works so well because you're feeding Facebook with the one thing they beg for the most. Engagement. They want more engagement. And if you're supplying that, they love you. And don't worry, in a few minutes, I'm going to set it up live right in front of you guys today to show you how super easy it is to do this. It's not rocket science. You just need to understand how it's done. Now, if you've seen the power of stories crushing it on e-commerce, the next question right now would be, how do you create stories that sell? To do it is pretty easy if you're already an expert copywriter or an advanced marketer. I'm going to use the outdoor portable coffee maker again as an example. The first thing you must do is build your audience profile. And you do that easily by answering 3 questions. Who needs this product? Someone who loves coffee and also going outdoors, camping, hiking, road trips, and so on. Next, what's the problem that this product solves for him? When he's outdoors, the only option to consume coffee is instant coffee, or just go without coffee, which does not come close to the delicious experience of freshly brewed coffee. So your true coffee lover would love to have an option to enjoy freshly brewed coffee when they're outdoors without an overly complex, boring, ridiculous gadget. So what's his demographics? demographics on this guy. Usually he's going to be a man, maybe sometimes a woman, between the ages of 25 and 60, likely married with kids, loves going outdoors with his friends and family. Once you know this about your audience, you'll instantly discover who you're really trying to sell to, and then you can tailor your story to match their experience based on the profile. It's really that simple. Remember that stories compel people to buy a product because it allows the audience to live the experience of the author. And there are 3 primary features of a powerful story that you must know. 1, never start a story from the beginning because it will get boring very, very quickly. Here's an example. Hi, I'm Michael Summers, and I'm a 40-year-old father of 3 kids. I love camping with my friends, but since I got married 6 years ago, I've always gone with my wife and kids instead. My wife also loves camping a lot, and so far I think we've had about 12 trips, and we always go about twice a year. We've been to all of the best campsites there are, such as Hot Springs, California, Sparkle Lake, Oregon, and so on, and many more places, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, what a load of crap. Nobody's going to want to listen to that. You'll bore people to death. What you need to do is dig straight into the key part of the story that connects you with your audience, right off the bat, from the very first sentence you write. Something like this would have been far better. If you're like me, there are 2 things you just can't give up in life: camping and coffee. And no, not just any coffee like those instant coffees. God, they're horrible. I mean freshly brewed coffee that fills you with an authentic experience and bursting energy and so on and so forth. Okay, the thing is, you want to start connecting with them on what they truly care about. 2, you must keep it short. A lot of us have a very short attention span. Really, no one has 30 minutes to read your super long 4,000-word story. You want to keep your story so short you can read it in, say 2 to 5 minutes. Something, say, is 300 to 900 words is probably a good length. If you're going to go over the top and go to 1,000 to 1,300 words, that would be the max. Don't go beyond that. But most importantly, the third feature is that the story must lead the audience through a journey transporting them from a negative place to a happy place, an aspirational position, as a result of the product being advertised. Better. For example, Michael Summers, a 44-year-old man who loves camping and coffee and has struggled in the past because whenever he's outdoors, his only option would be instant coffee, which no true coffee lover can stomach, or just go without coffee, which is even worse than having to drink instant coffee. He wants freshly brewed coffee, and usually the only option would be to take his coffee machine camping. But this is not ideal since it requires electricity. He can't give up his love for coffee, camping, hiking, or road trips. And then along comes a perfect solution that has transported him to his happy place, the outdoor-friendly portable coffee machine, which allows him to enjoy a freshly brewed cup of coffee anytime as if he's home. It's portable and he can carry it anywhere, and it requires no electricity. What has happened here is that we've just created an imaginary Michael Summers who is having the same problem 90% of the audience we want to sell the product to is having. Then we show how his problem is solved as a result of our product. Guys, is this all making sense? Give me a hell yeah in the chat box if this is all making sense to you, and you can see how this all comes together and makes you money, okay? And don't worry, even if you don't see how this all fits together, you don't see the whole picture, I'm going to show you a fully written story live today so you get the whole picture. Now I'm going to map out the funnel for you guys, and then after that, I'll show everyone live how quickly this quickly this can be set up so you can go out there and start creating these killer story funnels. Okay, so here's your store with the product you want to sell on it. Let's say the product is this portable outdoor coffee machine here. Normally, you'll start running ads straight to it. That's why you're not making a lot of sales, and some of you are still struggling with e-commerce. What you should do instead is craft a short, viral story to sell this outdoor coffee maker. So we're going to have our short story here, and it's going to link to the product. Then we go on Facebook and set up ads here, and we're going to go straight to the story and not the product on Shopify. What you have now is a clear picture of how everything comes together. The purpose of the ads is to get clicks, lots of clicks, because you're not asking them to pull out their credit card and buy anything. Instead, you're sharing something valuable with them. You get tons of clicks, super cheap. I'm talking pennies per click. The purpose of the story page is to warm them up, create a need for the product, and make them desire it. This is the most important part of the process. Without this, everything else breaks apart. And the purpose of the store is to make the sale. By the time your visitors are landing here, they are already convinced and ready to buy. That's when you start seeing 25 to 40% conversion rates on your store. Now here's one thing I always do to guarantee the maximum conversions. Instead of having just one story, I like to create 3 unique stories from multiple angles to sell the product. So this means we'll have another story here and another story here, making it a total of 3, and all of them pointing to our products. Then we have Facebook ads running for each story. To really paint a clear picture. Here's one of the stories promoting this outdoor coffee maker. Looks like a basic blog post, doesn't it? Yeah, blog post. Now, for the everyday coffee drinker or outdoorsy person on Facebook like Mr. Michael Summers, this is an interesting story about a 42-year-old mom who loves freshly brewed coffee and camping with her husband. And Michael Summers is exactly the same. He loves camping and he loves coffee. I'll show you how we target our Facebook ads to make sure only people like Michael Summers sees this story for the maximum number of conversions. Eventually, Michael reads this very interesting story, going through the experience of how Rachel and her family struggled to enjoy coffee whenever they were camping, which all connects to his own personal experience, until he gets to the point where Rachel tells him about the portable outdoor coffee maker and how it changed everything for them. Michael is already subconsciously pre-sold, and he can't wait to get his hands on this portable coffee maker so he can try it out next time he goes camping or on a road trip. He clicks this link and boom, he lands up on the store or the product landing page, and voila, he buys. And that's how we're able to get mind-blowing results in our e-com business with a return on investment exceeding 5 to 10 times our ad spend. Check this out. That's a $4,000 ad spend with over $30,000 in sales. This campaign ran for only 2 weeks. We were spending around $350 a day. The campaign sold a hunting decoy at $159.95. I told you guys at the beginning that this is a business of scale and ROI. I don't want to spend $4,000 on ads and make $8,000 or $10,000 in sales. No. Instead, I want to spend $4,000 on ads and generate $34,389.25. It's all about ROI, guys. Nothing else matters if your campaigns are not bringing in huge returns. Here's another one. This one is one of our best sellers by units sold. In 2 months, we crushed it. 2,100 units at $44.95 per sale, resulting in $96,103.10. And that's from a $20,000 ad spend. The total expenses on this campaign, including the cost of the products and shipping, came in under $35,000. So we've gotten over $60,000 in actual net profits from this one campaign alone. Results like this are almost impossible to get if you're just sending cold traffic from your ads straight to your store. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you're already getting amazing ideas on how you're going to apply this strategy to your e-commerce business and start winning today, because even if you've already got a store that's making you $500 to $1,000 per day, if you apply this strategy to it, your sales will double immediately. Awesome. I'm seeing lots of ones. Ones. Yes, more ones. Ava, Rose, Caleb, Liam, Andrew, Evans, Nicholas, Tyler, Gavin. Okay, wow. This is amazing, guys. Lots of ones pouring in. You guys have no idea the amount of energy you just pumped into me right now. Holy crap. I'm fired up right now. So let's dive into my Facebook ads account, and I'll show you guys how to quickly set this stuff up to get you traffic and sales, because that's what we all want, right? It's very easy. It's not complicated at all. And there's one new thing I'll teach you that will allow you to laser target your audience. A lot of people don't even know this, you guys. Remember what I told you about Michael Summers, who loves camping and coffee, and how we're going to target him and hundreds of thousands more people like him who love camping and coffee as well? It's a strategy called layering. I will show you how to do that right now. Okay, guys. We're inside one of my Business Manager ad accounts. Now let's quickly set up the ad. I will select conversions because that's what really matters. While we get tons of engagement and go viral, we're not going to optimize for engagement because likes, shares, and comments, while they're very important to Facebook, I don't care about them. I only want traffic, sales, and money. So never optimize for engagement. Always focus on optimizing for conversions. Then just give the campaign a name and go to the next step where you configure your ad set. Now, this is where a lot of people start to really confuse you to make you think Facebook ads are hard. Honestly, I've never seen anything easier. Hosting this live training right now with all the technical setup is 10 times harder than running a Facebook ad, period. As I said earlier, you go with conversions, so I'm going to select purchase here. What is happening here is I'm telling Facebook that I want to get purchases with this campaign. So you go out there and you find me people who will buy my product. I'm going to leave the country set to the US because that's the only people I want to target right now. If I want, I can still target other countries, but for now, I'm just going to leave it targeting the US only. For the age, I want to target 25 and above. Of course, when your ads start running, we'll monitor and break down to see the age groups and who's buying and target only people within those age groups. Now we come down to targeting. This is where we get to do the magic. So guys, pay attention. Running winning Facebook ads comes down to two things. 1, targeting. 2, ad image. Targeting is very important because even if you have the best viral story funnel and the most beautiful store, if you target the wrong audience, all your effort would have been in vain when it comes to targeting. Lots of coaches teach you to just come and type in your niche here to get interest to target, but this is nothing short of career suicide, except if you're starting a philanthropic organization gifting money to Facebook. Who wants to do that? They've got plenty. While you'll get interest with millions of audience to reach, the big problem is you'll be reaching mostly people who may not be super passionate about what your offer is. We want our ads only to reach people super interested and most likely to buy our offer. So we will use what we call hidden interests in our targeting. Here's what I mean. Let's type in coffee. Facebook ad interest tool will just show you, let's see here, about 20 to 30 different interests related to coffee. And that's just the beginning of the problem. I'm sure you already know that Facebook has millions of advertisers on their platform, but what you may not know is that they show the same 20 to 30 interests to all of the advertisers. Imagine if just 1,000 to 10,000 of these advertisers are running ads all targeting the same interests. What do you think will happen? Competition. Yeah, competition. That's why you end up spending $1 per click in a niche you shouldn't have paid more than 20 cents a click if you had targeted the right interests. But really, that's not even the biggest problem. Most of these interests, casually shown to us by Facebook, are too broad, and as a result, 80% of the people captured inside the interests are not really passionate about what it is. So they will not spend money to buy anything we're selling. For example, if you've ever commented, liked, or shared posts on Facebook related to coffee or a golf course, Facebook will add you to this interest. And anytime someone runs an ad targeting coffee or a golf course or golfing equipment interests, you'll be seeing the ads, even though you're not passionate about coffee or golfing and never will spend any money on any of these things, coffee accessories, golf kits, any of it. This means wasted ad budget. Let me give you another example. I bet you know Starbucks, right? You've probably commented, liked, shared, or read posts related to them on Facebook. Now Facebook adds you to Starbucks interest targeting, but that doesn't mean you're an avid coffee drinker. Even if you do occasionally drink coffee, it's not a core tradition or passion for you. So if you really want to win at Facebook ads, you don't go after these shallow interests that are too broad. You go after hidden interests that only people who are very passionate about coffee drinking will know. For example, if you targeted interests like Kona coffee, Caribou coffee, these coffee brands, unlike Starbucks, are known only to avid and passionate coffee drinkers. So if you're selling coffee-related accessories and you target these interests in your ads, you'll have a smashing success because only avid coffee fans who will like and enjoy coffee in multiple ways will see your ads. So how do we find these hidden interests? It's simple. We use a powerful software called Facebook Ads Explorer. What I just need to do is type in coffee here, hit the search button, and boom! It goes out, it finds all these hidden interests related to coffee for us to start targeting. There's hundreds of them. If you remember, when we typed inside the basic Facebook ads tool, we got just around 20 or so interests. But here, we've got over 200. This is the tool we use to discover hot interests for all our Facebook ads targeting, regardless of your niche. If you're selling golfing kits, just type golf here. You'll get hundreds of profitable interests to target. If you're selling weight loss or dieting programs, just type in diet here. You'll have access to hundreds upon hundreds of new interests. This tool is currently sold for $199 per month, but by the end of this webinar, you'll have a chance to get lifetime access to this tool free when you take me up on the unique opportunity to work with me at the end of this training. Anyways, back to the topic. Let's type in coffee again and hit search. Now we're going to pick the interest we want to target. I'm going to go through this pretty fast because of time. So I'm going to go pick Caribou Coffee, Death Wish Coffee, Pete's Coffee and Tea, Coffee Lovers, Blue Bottle Coffee Company, Big B Coffee, Neapolitan Flip Coffee Pot, Coffee Lover, Fairtrade Coffee, Kona Coffee, I Love Coffee, Tully's Coffee, Specialty Coffee Association of America, Jamaican Blue Mountain Coffee, and okay. All right, now I'm done picking. I will click copy here to copy the interest and paste it inside Facebook. If you have this expanded interest checked, please uncheck it. If you see, now we've got just 1.4 million people in our targeting. If we went with interests like coffee, coffee house, Starbucks, and so on, we would have had tens of millions, probably 50 million if not more. And that's not what we want, because then we would be reaching people who are just casual coffee drinkers, not the passionate people. We want the real coffee lovers, those who are addicted to it, brew it, savor it with a passion, don't want to go without it. Those are the people we're targeting. Okay? Now remember, we're selling an outdoor coffee maker, which means we must make sure we're targeting people who do not just love coffee, but also love going outdoors. So next, you click on this narrow audience. This is where I'm going to enter my targeting interest for camping. But we're going to do something unique, something most gurus won't even share. We're going to harness Facebook's direct purchase data. Remember, the ultimate goal is to target someone who loves both coffee and camping, and more importantly, someone who will buy our product. What we're looking for are real spenders, and Facebook already has this data. So I will go ahead and click on this, browse, then I will select behaviors, then I will select purchase behaviors. These are people who have bought a product from a Facebook ad recently. Finally, I'm going to look for the category best related to what we're selling. And there you go. I'll now pick hiking and camping. Boom! See how our audience has shrunk from 1.4 million to just 100,000. Wow! Now this is the cream of the crop, guys. Here's what we've done. We've told Facebook to show our ads to passionate coffee drinkers who love camping and have bought a camping gear recently, because we want our ads to go out to actual buyers, not browsers. If you feel like the size is too small, to scale it up is easy. We just click Browse again, come to Interest, then select Sports and Outdoors, choose Outdoor Recreation, and select Camping. There you go. Now you have over 400,000 people in our audience, which is more than enough to launch our campaign. Next, I'm going to go edit the placements. I don't want automatic placements, and from my experience, Facebook just uses most of these things to gobble down your ad budget. I've found most of my sales come from Facebook and Instagram newsfeed, and that's what I really want to optimize for. Finally, we come down here to budget. Now, you can set up your budget to anything you want, but take it from me. Raise it to $50 and get it over with in a day. It's really simple. You can set your budget to $5 a day and wait forever to get results, or you can set it at $50 and get it over with. If you're going to fail, then it's better to fail fast and move on, so you know as quickly as possible what you need to know to optimize or tweak your campaign. I mean, why spend $5 a day only to find out 2 weeks later that your campaign failed when you could have spent $50 today, and by tomorrow morning, you'll have your verdict? Does that make sense? All right. And with bigger daily ad spends, your ad campaigns will optimize much faster. So you can go into split testing and stuff like that, scaling, making more sales. Once that is done, click Continue. So now you enter the final stage where you upload your ad setup. You can use videos or images for this, whatever suits you. I will just select a single image here, then upload an image, but since I already have some images, I will just browse the library and pick something up. Normally, I like to test 2 different images for each ad campaign, so I will pick these 2 images right here. Then I will enter my URL here. And the ad text here. I already had something written, so I will just copy and paste. I will enter my ad headline here. And really, that's it. You click on Confirm and everything is set up. You're good to go. It couldn't have been any easier than that, my friends. This stuff is really, really easy. It's not as complicated as many Facebook ad experts make it out to be. They're just trying to terrify you. Anybody can do this, really. Now that you've seen just how easy this stuff is, I'm 100% sure you can do it. Guys, I want you to give me a hell yeah in the chat box if you think you can do this. We've just spent the last 1 hour plus breaking down the single biggest money-making opportunity in e-com this year, and I want to know that you can take this and run with it. So hit the chat box, and with a hell yeah, let me know you're pumped up and ready to start crushing it with your e-com business right now. Randy, hell yeah. Emma is saying, this is easy. I can do it. Roger says, hell yeah. Yes, I can do this. Michael, hell yeah. I can do this. David, James, Andrew, Zoe, Alyssa, Wyatt, Brandon. Guys, this is awesome. Camellia, Julian, Chloe, Alexa, Kylie, Isabella, Lauren, Charles, Jose, Ava, Cynthia, Sophia, David, Caleb. Wow. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Very awesome. Now listen, what I've shared with you today is very unique. This is not a loophole or some hack that will be closed tomorrow. This is a system that's going to work for months and years to come. In 2019, this will still be crushing it. But it's better you get in now and milk this opportunity before others get in on it. If you've chosen to start crushing e-commerce today, you've got two choices. The first choice is you can go out there and try this on your own, do the research, write the stories, create the ads, and then test, and hope it converts. Maybe you'll get it right next week, maybe next month, or maybe in 3 months' time. I don't know, honestly. I mean, you can definitely go on Google or YouTube and get free tutorials on how to set up e-commerce stores, write stories that can sell your products. But the truth is, all that free information is an absolute gadget. And here's why. There's hundreds of thousands of e-commerce stores, but less than 10% of them are actually making any real money. And when I say less than 10%, that's not a number I pulled out of my ass. These are real numbers. In fact, we recently conducted a survey that over 750 people participated in, and the results were shocking. A whopping 52% of people who own an e-commerce store have not made money with it. Another 41% have only made around $1,000, which is really nothing when, placed on the whole scale of the e-commerce universe. And only an embarrassing 7% have actually had success making $10,000 or more from their stores. Guys, getting started is not the problem. Lots of people get started and then fail categorically. And that's as a result of terrible information or sometimes lack of it. Right now, only a handful of people know how to truly get rich in e-commerce. I'm telling you this because what I've shared with you today is incredibly valuable. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. I mean, look at the kind of information we just shared with you on this training absolutely free. This is what many gurus will charge you $2,000 for, but we can afford to share this with you because we're in the trenches. We know all the ins and outs. And if you want to get in on this unique opportunity, you're going to need help. You're going to need guidance. You're going to need mentorship. Most especially with our brand new method of using stores to crush e-commerce, which has never been done before, since we literally are pioneering this right now, you're going to need hand-holding. I haven't seen anyone else generate sales from e-commerce with stories, at least not on the scale we're doing it. And that's why I want to take you by the hand so you can cut through all the BS and garbage information out there and skip the trial and error. Quit wasting valuable money and time testing just to get access to what's already proven to work. This is the closest I can come to guaranteeing your success with this unique e-commerce opportunity. This is going to mean the difference between spending the next 2 to 3 months dabbling around, testing out everything, trying to get some results, or making real money from e-commerce this week. Guys, it's with great pleasure that I introduce you to Viral Story Funnels Academy, the first ever full-on coaching program that shows you step by step how to build a 6-figure e-commerce business using viral stories within a month. This is the most complete arsenal of coaching, training, software, case studies, checklists, and done-for-you kits ever assembled for e-commerce. Nobody does e-commerce like we do. The viral story system is brand new, and we're inviting you to be among the first that will profit from it. This is the opportunity that will take your e-commerce store from zero, scratch, zilch, nada, all the way up to $3,000 per day within the next 1 month, even if you've never set up a Shopify store before. Here's everything you're getting today. Full access to the VSF Ecom Academy, taking you from scratch to $100,000 per month. The future of e-commerce right now is no longer sending people directly to stores. That's what used to work. The future is powerful, persuasive stories that warm up your audience, provoke emotions, create proof, and build up an insatiable desire for your products in them. This is the secret to winning in e-commerce in 2018. When regular stores are struggling to make sales, you'll be getting 20-30% conversion rates on your stores. The Academy has a total of 8 different modules breaking down everything for you step by step. Module 1 is Ecom Basic. In this module, we're going to walk you through the entire basics of signing up for Shopify. So yes, even if you've never done e-commerce before, heck, even if you've never even attempted to create a blog before, it's okay. We're starting this entire training from scratch. We're going to show you how to position your store for profits, how to pick what we call a sub-niche or a micro-niche that you start making money from within 24 hours of setting up your store and become an authority within 2 weeks. We're also going to show you exactly what to sell, what to stay away from, and who you should be selling to. This is very important because most stores that fail is because they sell the wrong products or they're targeting non-buyers. We'll reveal to you who the big spenders are, so you target your products to them. Then you'll see what mistakes new e-com marketers make and how to avoid them. How to create your first Shopify store, add products, and set up your products to be fulfilled automatically in one click anytime you make sales. And how to customize the look of your store to command trust. Module 2 is Breakthrough Products Discovery. In this module, we'll take you by the hand and show you how we discover all our winning products. Most Shopify marketers are doing it completely wrong. Most of them are selling products that have been beat to death, or penny products that will make lots of sales, but just dig you further and further into debt. I know it sounds crazy, folks, but it's a very real problem, and it's happening to a lot of e-com marketers right now. If you want to win at e-commerce, from the word go, you must be selling what we call breakthrough products. And there's a unique formula to finding these breakthrough products. We've developed this formula in-house, and it gives us 100% complete success on every product we launch. Inside this module, we'll show you all the 5 phases so that the very next product you sell will make you $1,000 a day and eventually bring you in to $20,000 to $50,000 months. This is not the regular go to AliExpress, find a product, or go to Amazon to see what's selling BS, because honestly, that's bollocks. We don't even use AliExpress as a core in our product research. It's useless. My method is totally different from all the other BS they've stuffed in your brains at all these other sites. In Module 3, it's all about conversions. You will learn how to get tons of 5-star reviews for all products you're selling from real buyers and dramatically increase trust and conversions on your store, even when you haven't sold a single thing on your store. The number one reason why people visit stores and end up not buying is lack of trust. And the only way to build real trust with a customer is showing them proof and reviews of other happy customers who have bought the product. This is a major challenge for people who are new to e-commerce, since they don't have customers yet. Who will give them reviews? I'll show you how to break this barrier and get tons of 5-star reviews on a brand new store. We'll also show you how to use scarcity, both in the store and in the checkout, to boost your conversions and lower cart abandonments. And you'll also learn how you get people who abandon their cart to return back to the store, buy your products without paying big money fees to any email marketing platform. Basically everything you need to set up on your Shopify store to build social proof, to make it trustworthy, and get it conversion ready. Remember, no matter how good your offer is, if customers don't feel they can trust your store, they're not going to pull out their credit cards and spend money with you. Module 4 is focused on creating your viral story funnels. We're going to tell you the exact types of story funnels to use on your e-commerce store. There are 4 of them. We're going to break them down for you, show you how to create them. You're going to see how to match a story funnel to a product on your store. You're going to see which metaphors to use, which adjectives to use, which emotions to trigger, and how to trigger them to turn your story funnels into money-making machines. We'll show you how to craft headlines that turn Facebook ads on their head. In Module 5, we'll show you how to publish these viral story funnels, uploading the stories, creating what we call the ultimate story funnel, setting up Facebook pixels, and configuring custom audiences. And in Module 6, it's all about traffic and launching your first VSF e-com campaign. You'll see how to start your campaign with as little as $50 and get sales fast. We'll show you the unique formula for creating viral story ads on Facebook that will generate tons of viral traffic, shares, and huge sales on your store. You'll learn how to make your ads appear natural and look like they're not ads, creating instant trust with your Facebook audience. You'll discover what kinds of ad images work really well on Facebook, and the hidden interest to target, and how to use layering strategy on your ads to laser target the exact people who will buy your products. And if you're a newbie who's never run a Facebook ads campaign before, don't worry. In this module, we'll also be learning how to set up your first page, how to get engaging content to it, and using it as a driving force in your e-commerce business. There are strategies we're using on pages now that's making us an extra $10,000 to $20,000 in sales every month that most other people don't even know about. In this module, you'll be seeing it too. In Module 7, we're going to be showing you how to take that e-com business and scale it real fast. Hit 30K, 50K, and 100K months within the next 60 to 90 days. You see, the fastest way to grow your store from $200 a day to $3,000 per day is knowing exactly how to scale. But the problem is that it's not as simple as logging into your ads manager and increasing your daily ads budget, maybe from $50 per day to $250 per day. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it, and quite frankly, every Shopify store owner would have been a millionaire. The fact is, if you just log into your ad manager and increase your daily budget, you'll only end up driving up your cost per click, which will dramatically shoot up the cost per sale and eat into your profits. In fact, if you do your scaling wrong, you could turn a very profitable business into a negative, one right before your very eyes. I know you know this because it probably may have happened to you. It's happened to a lot of people every day. In this module, we'll be showing you how to identify all the scaling points in your campaign using a hidden feature in Facebook that most marketers don't even use, and how to leverage these scaling points to take your store from doing $300 a day to $3,000 per day within your first month without shooting up your cost per click, cost per sale, or eating into your revenue. You'll also be seeing how to build powerful lookalike audiences that will instantly explode your sales. You'll also see our badass retargeting sequence that's responsible for 30 to 50% of the entire sales we generate across all our campaigns. This is the cream of the crop. This module is purely focused on transforming you from the little guys into the big 6- and 7-figure e-com marketers you desire to be. And finally, in Module 8, I will show a never-seen-before SEO strategy for e-commerce that doesn't take more than 30 minutes a day that we're using to get free buyers to our stores and story funnels. Imagine having an extra $500 in sales every day that came in from purely free traffic. You don't have to be an SEO expert. In fact, you don't even need to know what SEO is or how it works. None of that BS matters. Just do the exact things I tell you to do and you'll get the results. You don't need any experience for this. It's nothing complex. This will probably be the easiest thing you do here. Once you do it, free traffic forever. Wow, what a frigging deal. Guys, this is the deal of a lifetime, and all this is backed up by a full money-back guarantee. Let me stress that you're not going to see any other coaching program on e-commerce that comes close to offering the insane amount of value in this training. This is the most up-to-date coaching program I've seen in 2018 for building a 6-figure e-commerce business, and our core strategy is based on the breakthrough viral story funnels that are crushing it right now. So, tell me, how much money do you think a training like this is worth to you? $20,000 a month? $50,000 a month? We were going to sell this for $2,000. The value and cutting-edge information you will have access to in this program will make you back 10 times that in a month. And what I've just told you is only half of the deal. I haven't even told you about the done-for-you kits and software suites. So guys, here's the deal. If you act right now and go to this URL on the screen, you're going to get a 50% discount. What this means for you is you're not going to pay the original coaching fee of $2,000. Instead, you'll only pay $997 today and begin your training. We're going to take you by the hand and mentor you and guarantee your financial success with this training. So act right now before this once-in-a-lifetime training opportunity is off the table. And this truly is a once-in-a-lifetime training program. If you don't believe me, just ask yourself, have you ever heard of any specific e-commerce training like this before? Have you ever seen any of the Shopify gurus talking about this strategy of crushing e-com with viral story funnels and making over $100K per month with it? Guys, the answer is obviously no, because right now, most gurus don't even know that this opportunity exists. This is your iPhone advantage, the kind of advantage Apple had on Nokia and BlackBerry in 2007 that changed everything. And what you're getting when you join this coaching program is not just the training. There's so much more. In fact, the training is just one part of the program. When you join this coaching program today, you're also going to get access to our library of done-for-you story funnels for tons of different e-com products you can start selling immediately. This library is always growing because once we discover a hot-selling e-com product, we create a story funnel for it and add it to the library. In case you missed it, here's what I want to do for you. I want to give you access to dozens of done-for-you, profit-pulling viral story funnels in all the hottest e-commerce niches, like the one I showed you in this live training today, ready to launch and drive sales for you. Let me be very direct. If you wanted to do this yourself, you'll end up spending weeks and months testing. Who knows, maybe in 5 months' time, you'll get it right. Or if you decide to hire a direct response copywriter to write the stories for you, then get ready to spend at least $800 per story. That's because a good copywriter that really knows how to persuade people to pull out their credit cards and buy your product will cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to hire. Some charge $100 per hour or more. In fact, I took this screenshot this morning so you can see for yourself what these guys are charging, $120 per hour. This means you will need to budget $700 to $1,500 to have a single story researched and written for you. Say you have 5 to 20 different physical products being sold on your e-commerce store right now. Imagine if you decide to set up a story funnel for every one of these products. You'll be in for tens of thousands of dollars in copywriter expenses to get the stories for all those products. And it could backfire. If you hired the wrong guy, the stories you get don't convert. Ouch! Yeah, very, very painful. But my offer for you today is a rare opportunity to skip all that BS and start deploying what is working inside your e-commerce business right now. Over the last 3 months, we've spent tens of thousands of dollars working with the very best direct response copywriters we could find to put together the biggest library of creative, viral story funnels for selling e-com products across all the hottest niches and products right now. And what we ended up creating is pure magic. These stories go viral very quickly once they've launched. And most importantly, the stories are so compelling they draw in the reader's emotions and don't let go until they buy. Every story, battle-tested and proven to convert. Here's the best part. We spent thousands of dollars extra on Facebook ads, battle-testing each of these stories to make sure they convert. And we're also going to give you these exact Facebook ads for each story. Now really, that's not even the best part. Here's what's really cool. We made all these stories niche universal. So what this means is you can pick a story, say in anti-aging. Pick that niche, and then right now use it to sell any anti-aging product you have in your store or inventory. All you need to do is simply switch out the product names, some of the images, call to action links, and then you're ready to go. Same thing if you picked a viral story in self-defense niche. Within 1 minute, you'd be able to easily customize the story and sell any self-defense product out there. This is completely plug and play. You don't need to do any work. Everything is ready for you to deploy within a matter of minutes. You'll also get 2 of our 6-figure story templates. These 2 templates are really simple, but they've helped us run winning stories that have generated over $100,000 in the last 3 months alone. We'll give you these templates to use in your campaigns as well. You're also going to get the full lifetime access to the Facebook Ads Explorer software that we use live on today's webinar to pick our targeting interests. This software is sold privately for $199 per month, but you're going to get a lifetime access to it to use for free. You'll also receive a list of super profitable sub-niches to create your e-com stores in this 2018. You don't even have to do niche research anymore. We've done it all for you. You just pick any sub-niches and launch your store in it. How cool is that? And we got 4 fast action bonuses for you if you join now. Fast action bonus 1. Earlier on this webinar, I told you guys about one of my new software products, Inbox Gun, that cost us over 6 figures in development costs. It's the best email marketing platform I've seen. It's currently in private beta. We spent over $250,000 in building this platform. We'll be announcing our closed public beta in 2 months. Once we're open for closed public beta, I'm going to get you into the platform to start using it absolutely free for 3 months with unlimited automations, unlimited contacts, unlimited broadcasts, unlimited autoresponders. Email marketing for e-commerce costs as much as $129 to $1,497 a month. If you doubt me, check out Klaviyo or Active Campaigns pricing. And we've got better features and automations than those two, but with us, you're going to get 3 months unlimited usage of Inbox Gun with no throttling. Fast action bonus number 2, our $130K outdoor e-com funnel. We'll give you full access to our outdoor e-com funnel, including the 2 upsells inside the funnel. This funnel has grossed over $130K in sales. We'll give it to you, just import and launch. Fast action bonus 3, sales copy for our gold-plated rose flower offer that sold over 2,100 copies in 2 months. At the beginning of this webinar, I showed you guys one of our products that have sold over 2,100 pieces in less than 2 months. That's the gold-plated rose flower. One of the reasons behind the mega success is how we structured the sales copy for the offer. It's not the regular store setup. How would you like to get the exact sales copy we're using to sell the product? We're going to give you this sales copy so you can replicate them in your own e-com business. And my fast action bonus 4 for you is our 2559 research paper. This research paper changes everything. The people who have had access to this research paper since we released it in 2017 have gone from 0 to multiple 6 figures in revenue. It's not for sale. You won't even see a redacted version of it online. After many months in e-commerce, analyzing data from millions of targeted consumers and tens of thousands of actual customer profiles that have bought many of our products, we've pinned down the exact buying crowd any person selling physical products needs to target for ultimate success. Finding this set of buyers is the best thing that could happen to any e-commerce marketer. These people buy anything and everything. It's like they just have their credit cards out begging to have something sold to them. You don't even have to do much work or much convincing. Just a few words from you, and they're buying whatever it is you're selling without even checking the price. We'll tell you who these people are, their demographics, and what they like buying and how to target them. Guys, this is the best coaching program ever for building a 100K per month e-commerce business. Wow! Can you just... My God, I can't even believe we offered this. When I told you that the training was just part 1 of the coaching program, you all thought I was kidding. Now imagine all of this for just $997, a one-time fee. You have to act fast right now. I'm already seeing lots of signups. This opportunity to work closely with me and my team is very limited. We can only allow a handful of people to get on board. Go to the link you're seeing on the screen now and sign up right away. The link should also be in the chat box right now. And to make this deal fully ironclad, we're backing up everything with a stupid, idiot-proof 30-day money-back guarantee. Our policy is very simple and straightforward. Get into our program, go through our training, and deploy your campaigns, and if in the next 30 days, if none of the campaigns have made you any money, email us with proof that you applied our system and it didn't work, and we'll verify that you applied it. And if it didn't work for you, we'll offer you your full money-back refund. Sounds fair, right? So, if you know that you're going to commit to this and really deploy the programs on your e-commerce business, then go ahead and join our community. We're excited to have you with us. Here's a quick recap on everything you're getting. The full stack 8-module VSF Ecom Academy, access to our library of viral story funnels ready to launch, all done for you, including the ready-made and battle-tested Facebook ads for each of those stories, our 6-figure story landing page, lifetime license to Facebook Ads Explorer software, 3 months unlimited use access to Inbox Gun marketing platform without any sort of throttling, our $130,000 outdoor e-com funnel, including the copy and the 2 upsells, sales copy for our gold-plated rose flower offer that sold 2,100 copies in 2 months, the 2559 research paper. All of these combined together is worth more than 10 times the value of the $2,000 that we are charging for the program. But if you take action and get in right now, we'll offer you an additional 50% discount. You pay only $997, and we begin your membership. This special offer is available on this webinar. Open a new browser page and enter the link on the screen to get in right now. And don't forget, Everything is backed up by our 30-day ironclad money-back guarantee. This is totally risk-free for you. Okay, guys? The link to join VSF Ecom Coaching Program should also be in your chat box by now. I'm going to go ahead and take a few questions before we wrap up today's webinar. So, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me now. Just pop into the chat box. I'll take as many questions as I can before we wrap up this workshop. We've taken over an hour, well over an hour already. Okay, Devin is asking, where am I going to publish the stories? Is it inside Facebook or on my Shopify store? Devin, you're not going to publish the stories inside Facebook or Shopify. You'll publish them on a normal landing page or even a normal blog. You can easily do this with ClickFunnels, ConvertTree, or Instapage. If you don't have any of those, no problem. You can publish them on a WordPress blog. Really, it doesn't matter. Though the cool thing is that inside the program, we give you our 2 best performing templates for stories, so you could easily use any of them to launch your own story funnels. But as I said earlier, if you don't have the budget for ClickFunnels or Instapage, then you can easily do it on your WordPress blog. As far as the story links to your product, you'll make sales. Okay? Joshua is asking, wouldn't sending traffic down to my story cut down the amount of traffic that actually ends up on my store eventually? Yes, Joshua, but traffic is not about quantity. It's about quality. Let me ask you, would you prefer to get 1,000 visitors to your store and convert 1%, making 10 sales, or would you prefer to get 300 visitors to your store and convert at 10%, making 30 sales? Really, it's simple marketing math, because that's the difference between using story funnels and not using it. Let me explain. You see, what happens is that the story pre-frames the mind of your audience and warms them up, so the people that end up clicking to your store are qualified and super interested buyers who are already prepped to buy. That is why using stories is incredibly powerful. It takes your conversions to a whole new level. What you need is not traffic. What you need is sales. If you guys remembered what I told you at the beginning of this workshop about how I bought the electric tire pump on Amazon after reading that story, you'll see that if I had just seen the regular product as an ad on Facebook, maybe I click on the ad and go to the store, but you can be sure as hell I was never going to buy that product. But reading the story created an urgent need for the product in my head as I turned from the cold to warm prospect. It's really psychological. I hope that makes sense to everyone. Andre is asking, will I be able to create my own stories apart from the done-for-you stories you're giving us? Andrea, definitely. You'll be able to do that once you see the architecture of the stories. You can build them based on any other story you want. And don't forget that we created the stories in a niche-focused manner. So, for example, when you picked up our story on self-defense, you can customize it to sell any self-defense kit on your store by just switching out the product name, the images, and a few other things. Also, part of what you may not know is that you're getting in on the ground floor of what we're seeing to be the single biggest e-commerce opportunity right now. And we're bringing you in to be our beta students. So we're going to pay special attention to you to make sure you get massive results, because we intend to charge $1,497 when this program opens officially next month. Jamie is asking, is there going to be after-sales support? Of course, there's going to be an after-sales support. I was just talking about this. Anything you need, just send us an email. Chris says, I've joined. Woohoo! Chris, awesome. Welcome to the VSF Ecom Academy. Chelsea says, is there a refund guarantee? Yes, Chelsea, we have a 30-day refund policy. It's really simple. If you join the program and deploy at least 3 campaigns and you don't get any results, even with our help, you're free to ask for a refund. And once we confirm that you deployed the campaigns without getting results, we'll refund you every penny. So this program is really only for people who are serious about their e-com business. We want people who are really ready to give this a go, not tire kickers. I hope that is clear to everyone. Kathy is asking, can I use my WordPress blog to host the stories? Yes, Kathy. Though we give you one Instapage and one ClickFunnels ready-made landing pages to run your stories with. If you don't want to use those landing pages, you can still publish the stories on your blogs and send the traffic there. But we recommend using landing pages as it keeps bounce rates to a minimum. By the way, guys, if you have joined, please come to the chat box and let us know. I see quite a lot of people jumping in, so let us know here once you've signed up. Robert is asking, is there any split pay option? Right now, Robert, we don't have any split pay option right now. If we do decide to offer that, we'll email you and let you know. But right now, there's no plans for split pay. AJ says, I'm just joining. Will there be a replay? AJ, yes. We recorded this webinar. There's going to be a replay. You'll get an email from us in a couple of hours once the replay is ready. And just make sure you check your inbox tonight before sleeping or in the morning. Rita says, great offer, just signed up. Thank you, Rita. We always aim to impress. Welcome to the VSF coaching program. Anderson says, I've signed up. Fantastic. Devin says, just join now. Wow, lots of people joining in. Amazing to have all you people on board. Sasha is asking, is there going to be a replay? Yes, Sasha, there will be a replay. Lots and lots of questions are coming in. I hope we're going to have time to take care of all of them. I wanted to take only 1 hour today, but somehow we've rolled past that. Okay, Catherine is asking, will running stories lower my cost per click? Catherine, yes. When you run ad stories, you get 10 times more engagement and lots of shares, which shoots up your click-through rate. You get lots of eyeballs to your ads for free and drastically lower your cost per click by at least 5 times. Lucas says, I'm in. Welcome, Lucas. Jose says, just bought. Thank you, Jose, and welcome to the VSF program. Chloe says, I'm in. Levi says, I'm in. Kelvin says, just joined. Wow. Wow. Welcome aboard, guys. Welcome aboard. Guys, if you have not joined, do that right now. I see a lot of signups. To join, go to vsfprogram.com/special. The link is also on the screen and should also be in the chat box. Once again, that's vsfprogram.com/special. Sophia is asking, won't my visitors feel like it was a bait and switch when they click on my ad expecting to read a story and end up seeing a promotion of a product? Sophia, no, this is not how the stories work. They sell things subtly through the art of natural recommendation. At the beginning of this workshop, I explained it as a journey that transports the author from a negative place to a happy place, and this requires creative copywriting. As I said earlier, not everybody can do this. It's not as direct as writing a product sales copy or article or product review. Let me give you an example. If you've been struggling with joint pain, then you see a story of a 65-year-old man that was about how he fights his joint pain. You read the content and find out he uses a stone foot mat every morning once he wakes up. Will you be offended that he told you about this stone foot mat, or will you rush to buy one for yourself? Of course, you'll rush to buy one, and you'll be happy you saw the post. Does that make sense? I will take 3 more questions, and then we wrap this webinar up. And if you have more questions, you send us. You can go ahead and send them to us via email at support@motionapp.com. Okay, guys? Dennis says, yeah, I'm inside the VSF program. Thank you, Dennis, and welcome aboard. Ryan says, just joined. So excited to be part of this. Welcome aboard, Ryan. Matt says, thank you, Emmy. I just got access. Thank you too, Matt. Robert says, just joined. Looking forward to getting started. Welcome aboard, Robert. Okay, guys, we have new questions popping in. Let me take some of those. John is asking, can I use other traffic sources outside of Facebook ads? John, absolutely. You can send traffic from anywhere you want. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, even native ads. They work very well. Nathan is asking, how long before I see results if I join today? Nathan, I don't want to sound too pitchy, but if you join today and fully deploy our funnel tonight using every strategy we teach you, you're going to likely make your first sale by tonight or tomorrow, tops. I'm very confident about that. But also, let's not forget that success is also a factor determined by you. This is not some get-rich-quick scheme. This is not that. There are lots of moving parts and factors, from product to the audience, the targeting, to the store setup. You need to bring your top game to the table. I will take just one more question and then we wrap up. Kimberly is asking, can I do this if I'm new to e-commerce and don't have a Shopify store yet? Absolutely, Kimberly. You can start your first ever e-com business with this strategy. The greatest thing about this strategy is that it will adapt to any e-commerce business model, whether you're selling on Amazon, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, or dropship with Shopify, or sell with your own e-com funnels. This system is absolutely going to work for you. Awesome, guys. We're going to wrap this up now. I've had so much fun with you all today, and I hope you learned a lot from today's workshop. If I missed your questions or you still have any other questions about today's training or the VSF Ecom Academy, go ahead and email us to support@motionapp.com. We'll do our best to reply to your email as soon as possible. And make sure you don't forget to join VSF Ecom Academy. The link is on the screen and also in your chat box. See you on the inside and talk soon.